As you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 65 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Kaiser from the gun on third. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the...
loss of 5
You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mark 55. Mark 55. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 34.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
From 10 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Bengal first down.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Kaiser. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Watch 36 to my.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Oh,
Whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cincinnati.
Watch 36.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
First and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Check 55, Mike. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Herbert just beat the play clock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their... closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a give right side. Gibson, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Ball resting on the 9 on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. John Hightower with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A gain of 4.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Deshaun.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here we go. Mike,
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
9-yard line.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Pick it up.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Gain of 8.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
0-0, Mike free. Watch the gun.
To the air again, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Score Eagles 7.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
10 yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall...
Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Justin Herbert sack. A fumble on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Eagles.
Jalen Reagor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Bengals.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Cincinnati.
57 the month.
Here's Gaskin, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This is Gaskin on the carry. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 14, Bengals nothing. Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep the...
Let's go, defense.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Mike 55, Mike 55. So don't say nothing. Panther 11, Panther 11. Watch 55, go.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mike 55. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert off of play action.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
55. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Shift. Cougar 19. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Herbert. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that. Momentum.
A gain of
so from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 22-yard line.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hakeem Butler, 78 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Right here.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Deshaun Kaiser's sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Deshaun Kaiser's sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Here's Kaiser. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Defense.
Maybe a frustration. Penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd down, Kaiser again, able to find Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he's got his man. That's Landry. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go one more. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Kaiser on 1st down. That's taken in by Higgins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bengals 3.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are pouring it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
A loss of 8 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
To the air again, Kaiser throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Kaiser going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check five. Watch it, 5. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Kaiser. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, It could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down. Kaiser, slant pass to Boyd. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Focus, defense, focus.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing again. Kaiser. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Watch the run. Watch the run. 57's the Mike.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carl Lawson in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Get him. Get him. Get him. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Kaiser, 3rd and goal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
42. Bengals.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Hightower.
John Hightower, 77 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house.
Bengals 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Bengals.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
throwing on 2nd down. Kaiser, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Minus 57, 57's mine. It's coming this way. Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Herbert now. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles continue to roll as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field.
Jarvis Landry, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. Open man is Higgins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Kaiser. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Complete to T.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
57 the mic. 57 the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 57 the mic.
Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
7-yard line.
57 the mic. 57 the mic.
From the gun, Kaiser. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Complete to
Dalton Schultz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Slam. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Mike 55.
On first and 10, Herbert flushed out right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this right back to Rager. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take...
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Kaiser Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A second down throw now for Kaiser. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Able to find Higgins. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
Kaiser's pass.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A gain of 7. First down, Cincinnati.
Kaiser on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Kaiser. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Boyd. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Kaiser. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57. In your face.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Henderson.
Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it.
57's Mike. Mike, 57. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Herbert off of play action. This will be taken in by Hightower. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to